Once upon a time, in the wide, golden savanna, there lived a young zebra named Kazi. Kazi was full of energy, with bright black and white stripes that shimmered under the hot sun. He loved running through the tall grass, racing the wind, and exploring the endless plains. One morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon, Kazi was standing at the edge of a small watering hole. His friend, Zuri the Giraffe, was there, munching on some leaves from the tall acacia trees. "Good morning, Zuri," Kazi called out, trotting over to her. Zuri smiled down at him, her long neck swaying with each chew. "Good morning, Kazi. Ready for another day of adventure?" "Always," Kazi exclaimed. He loved adventure more than anything, especially when it involved discovering new places in the savannah. Zuri finished her breakfast and stretched her long legs. "Let's go explore the river today. I heard the elephants are bathing there." "That sounds fun," Kazi agreed. So, the two friends set off, with Kazi trotting beside Zuri's long, graceful steps. Meeting Tamba the Elephant. As Kazi and Zuri made their way toward the river, they came across Tamba the Elephant, who was splashing in the cool water. His big ears flapped as he swung his trunk back and forth, spraying water everywhere. "Hello, Tamba," Kazi called out. Tamba looked up, his large tusks shining in the sunlight. "Hello, Kazi and Zuri. Come join me in the river. It's perfect today." Kazi was a little unsure about getting wet, but decided to give it a try. He carefully dipped one hoof into the cool water, and then another. "It feels nice," he said with a big smile. Tamba laughed. "It's the best way to stay cool in the savannah heat. Why don't you both try splashing around with me?" Zuri gracefully stepped into the river and started drinking from the clear flowing water. Kazi tried splashing like Tamba, but his little hooves couldn't make big waves. "Look, I made a tiny splash," Kazi said, laughing. Tamba chuckled. "That's the spirit, little zebra. Splashing can be fun no matter how big or small the waves are." After a while, Kazi and Zuri decided to continue their journey. They said goodbye to Tamba, who waved his trunk. "Come back anytime, friends." The search for the hidden oasis. As the day went on, Kazi, Zuri, and their other friend Kazi's cousin, Teko the Impala, headed toward a place that no one had explored in a long time. A hidden oasis, deep within the savannah. It was said to be a secret spot where animals from all over gathered to drink from a sparkling spring. "Are we close yet?" Kazi asked, his hooves kicking up dust as he ran alongside Zuri. "Not yet, but we're getting there," Zuri answered, her tall head scanning the horizon. They passed tall grasslands, wide open plains, and even a few thorny bushes. But nothing could stop their excitement. Just a little further. Teko encouraged as they ventured deeper into the savannah. After some time, they reached a grove of ancient baobab trees. "This must be it," Kazi exclaimed. They had arrived. In the center of the grove was a small clearing, and in the middle of that clearing was the most beautiful spring Kazi had ever seen. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and lush greenery surrounded it. The air smelled sweet like fresh blossoms. Kazi ran toward the spring and took a long drink. "It's the best water I've ever tasted," he said, his eyes wide with joy. Zuri stretched her neck to drink too. "This is truly a magical place," she said, her voice full of awe. Teko smiled. His legs folded underneath him as he took a moment to relax. "I told you it was worth the journey." The great chase. Suddenly, there was a rustle in the bushes. "What was that?" Kazi asked, his ears twitching. Before anyone could answer, a group of wild dogs came bounding out of the brush, chasing a small gazelle. The animals raced through the savannah, kicking up dust as they sped past Kazi and his friends. "It's a race!" Kazi shouted, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "Let's join them," Zuri said. Kazi's heart began to race, and he took off after the wild dogs. His hooves kicked up dust as he galloped through the tall grass, with Zuri and Teko following close behind. The wild dogs were fast, but Kazi had speed on his side. He zipped past them, weaving through the trees, his stripes flashing in the sun. Zuri, with her long legs, easily kept up, while Teko, being quick and nimble, darted ahead. The wild dogs gave chase, but soon they saw Kazi and his friends were too fast for them. After a while, the wild dogs gave up, panting and laughing. "You three are faster than we thought," one of the wild dogs called out. Kazi, Zuri, and Teko stopped to catch their breath, all of them laughing. "That was fun," Kazi said, his sides heaving. "Next time, we'll beat you," Teko teased. The wild dogs laughed and wagged their tails, agreeing to a rematch next time. Returning home. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow across the savannah, Kazi, Zuri, and Teko made their way back to their home. They had had an amazing adventure, and learned so much about the savannah and the animals that live there. What a day, Kazi said, his legs tired but his heart full. Yes, it was a perfect adventure, Zuri agreed, her neck swaying as she walked. Let's do it again tomorrow, Teko suggested with a grin. As the three friends headed home, the savannah grew quieter, and the stars began to twinkle in the sky. It had been a day of exploration, fun, and friendship home that Kazi would never forget. The end.